Alright. Nope. Seems that all the good hands have gone away. Looks like we wore all our luck out in the first 8, I think it was like 7 games. But this is a late game hand without a lot of ways to get to the late game. I'll try it. Almost any card I draw out of my deck from this spot is good. Like, lands are good, they get us closer to this. Spells are good, because we can cast them. So this is one of those I think you just hang on to and see where it goes. And do I want to use this now? We have so many landfall cards, I'm tempted to hold it, but it might bite me later. I'm gonna hold it and see what happens. That's what I'm gonna do. In case you're just jumping on the stream, I built a deck. I've never played it before. I just threw it together, kind of based on some ideas. It's like a big Gruul ramp deck. It has the top end with Gaia's Revenge and Rolling Thunders and Omnath, but it doesn't have the Eldrazi, and it doesn't have sweepers like Radiant Flames. Instead, it plays the landfall creatures, and it still has Acid Moss, and it still has Nissa's Pilgrimage. So it tries to do some early damage with these landfall creatures and then finish the game, if necessary, with the really big ones. Trying to think if there's anything that he has that is like 2 damage. Radiant Flames would be 3. I don't think he runs Fiery Impulse. So I think we'll just keep this back. I think there's definitely Acid Moss, so we'll try to keep these back. And because he cast Feldar Cub, I also suspect he doesn't have Radiant Flames, because that wouldn't make a lot of sense if he were going to Radiant Flames, so I'm going to cast this now. Nissa is a good card against him, but we are definitely the aggressive player if he's playing a ramp, and I think he's playing a ramp strategy. Yeah, it's looking really Naya rampish. It's definitely not like a Naya aggro or anything. It's probably the deck, or at least similar to the deck he runs in the tournament. That is one thing, we're really getting a lot of information. Double blocking Gnarlid could be bad, and we want to keep it around, so I think we'll run the Evolving Wilds this turn. It's possible I shouldn't have cast Nissa, because I want to do that. We'll save it. We'll save the Wilds. And it's possible I shouldn't cast this if I'm going to do this, but I think we'll just make this a fallback plan, and we'll try to get way ahead aggro-wise. We already have a Wilds, we have more land drops, so I think we'll go for it. Retreat. Okay. So he spent his whole turn 4 on a retreat for no value. That's pretty good for us. And we're gonna see if we can take advantage. Yeah, we're gonna take advantage. Heck yeah, buddy. We sure are. Show me your land. Red, green, white. So one thing I learned playing, I did some testing of my other ramp deck, which has Moss against his ramp deck, and I found I always wanted to hit white sources. So especially here, like, we want to keep him off planar outburst, but in general, it's just always keep targeting that white. Okay, he's gonna make us pop the Wilds, which is fine. Okay, we're in really good shape, and Radiant Flames would really bail him out here. But he should have done it before playing the land if he had it, and he hasn't appeared to have it. He also could get to Planar Outburst. Let me see, if I play this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hit him for 7, and then that takes care of things next turn. Okay. Ravaging Blaze. Nissa. Yeah, okay. He's scared of the Planeswalker. I guess I see that. So now I can attack for 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll do it. All right. So that's 10 games with the new created Gruul aggro deck. It sure turns up the heat. Let's go check out the deck list and see about anything that we'd change. Once again, I just didn't feel like Chandra's Ignition. I feel like we played 10 games, I had it in my hand plenty of times, and I was never happy with what it did. Going wide isn't, we always want to have like 2 or 3 landfall creatures out there, and Chandra's Ignition will blow up your own creatures. So, here's what we were working with. Omnath, Guy's Revenge, Nissa's Renewal. If you saw the game where I drew that off the top with Omnath on the battlefield at like 3 life, yeah, that was sick. Rumbler hasn't done a lot, but I don't think he ever comes out. Same thing with Firebird. I love Nissa. Rolling Thunder, it's just been as clutch can be. I don't see any problem with having all of the little guys. Abbott, maybe I'd cut Abbott if I could think of something amazing. So we'll pop those out, and what should we play for them? I think what I really want is some cheap interaction for like a tempo play. I think that's what I really want. So that's typically between Twin Bolt and Fiery Impulse. I think we'll try Fiery Impulse for now and keep the curve low. Yeah, I think that'll do. Alright. Rumbler for Incarnate? No. I prefer the Trample. I definitely prefer the Trample. Let's see. And yeah, no, I'm not taking Revenge out. Revenge is, in my opinion, way too good. I think it's even better now than it was in the last season. Now that people are actually playing control decks and planeswalkers that they can cast as planeswalkers, it's about the Revenge. And yeah, we're cutting the Ignition. It always felt like too much setup, and I think that wasn't hard last season with the removal. I ran Ignition a lot, but I'm not going to run it this time. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do with the Gruul aggro deck, and we're kind of humming along here. We got a lot of people in the viewing, so usually I'd end the video right here. In fact, I am going to end the video right here. I'm going to go have dinner, and then I'll come back. I'll come back maybe around 7:30 or 8, and maybe I'll play with Hakeem a little bit, do some testing. Not sure if I'll stream it, though. I don't think he wants his testing streamed. But anyway, guys, thank you for coming out. That's 10 games with the Gruul aggro deck. Thank you very much to Gemini for being an opponent and throwing some really good decks of his at it to see if it could hold up. I believe we were 2-2 against Gemini, and we were 6-0 against everybody who's not Gemini. So, well done, Gemini. And next time I'll let you dirtle with your planeswalkers and toy with me for half an hour, and that'll be on me. So, yep, GG's. Thanks, guys, and I will see you around next time.